Months after the U.S. pulled out of the Iran nuclear deal, its new sanctions on the country have finally kicked in, with foreboding in Tehran.
I don't need the news to tell me that sanctions have started. I'm feeling them in my bones.
The U.S. has accused Iran of having links to terrorism and destabilizing the Middle East.
The Trump administration announced a new strategy to fundamentally alter the behavior of the Islamic Republic of Iran's leadership. At the center of this effort, and there are multiple lines of effort, but at the center of it is an unprecedented campaign of economic pressure. Our objective is to starve the Iranian regime of the revenue it uses to fund violent and destabilizing activities throughout the Middle East and indeed around the world.
Iran has vowed to defy the sanctions. It says it will continue to sell its oil worldwide.
I announce that we will proudly bypass your illegal unjust sanctions because they're against international regulations.
8 countries, including Turkey, Japan, and China, have been given temporary waivers and can continue buying Iranian oil without facing U.S. punishment. Yet Beijing still doesn't approve.
China consistently rejects unilateral sanctions and strong-arm tactics. We think China and Iran carrying out normal cooperation under the framework of international law is lawful and reasonable and should be respected and protected.
The European Union, which continues to back the nuclear deal signed in 2015, also says it opposes the new sanctions. Iran marked the reintroduction of U.S. sanctions with air defense drills. It has one of the Middle East's largest missile programs, and some of its weapons have the range to strike Israel. And the Israelis have backed the U.S. action.
Today is an historic day. It's a day where the United States has imposed the harshest sanctions on Iran, the harshest sanctions that have been imposed on Iran since the effort to control its aggression began.
Back on the streets of Tehran, the latest round of U.S. sanctions may have just started on Monday, but Iranians say they have already become a fact of life.
The sanctions will definitely put more pressure on Iran's economy, for sure. Unfortunately, our people will suffer more.
Many Iranians hope their government will be able to find solutions. Others are not holding their breath for a quick fix of the country's economic troubles. Pirovolakis, TRT World.